Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. The pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo now. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
Garoppolo's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That leads to the sack.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. On the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, and now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 16 carries, 61 yards. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And
looking from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And Evans hauls it in. Wilson. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vita Vea on the stop. It's a gain of 3.
On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And we've got a time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo over the middle to Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At the 10-yard line, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buck. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
14.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
To throw on third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For number 24.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 23 yards, the final tally. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
38-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 87.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Mike Evans.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal.
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right? In preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
38-yard line.
Number 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete from the contact.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw is Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Throwaway and incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down 24-21. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a... It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. Fair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8.